Hello and thank you for joining me for another mindful ramble. Today I am out and about in a castle estate, I suppose you'd call it, quite close to where I am. I've been here before, but I've never actually walked round about this part, which is, as you can see, incredibly peaceful. Just behind those trees there's a big loch, which I might show you in a bit, full of ducks and geese. And I'm just rambling up this way just now. As you can see, beautiful sky. It's not that warm, but it's still stunning. We are in Scotland, so what do you expect? But I've never walked up this path before towards that wall, so I'm going to see what's up there. So as we say, every journey has a story. Let's go! Now this is going to be a bit of a strange video because it's going to jump from me being here to being in different countries. I did do some vlogging while I was away recently, which you'll see on this video. I just didn't get quite as much as I hoped. And it was one of those things, again, when you decide to go away and your reason for going away is to relax and just refocus. You don't want to spend so much time doing, work, creating these videos. So I did get some done, but I didn't get the whole vlog done. So I wanted to do some here because there's 4 tips that I'm going to share, all to do with productivity and how you can live a more productive life as you try to reach those business or personal goals in your life. So some will be shared here and some will be shared across the water. You'll understand when you see the rest of the video. So I'm going to continue my little ramble up here, see where we end up. Some of the colours you see are incredible. And the first tip I wanted to share with you, which you may have seen on a short, but I'm just going to quickly go over it again, is all to do with getting everything out of here and down in front of you, because it makes it so much easier to deal with and decide what to do. When you have especially when you're an adult, and I talked about, I'm going to talk about very soon actually, adult to-do list never ends. There's so much we have to do on a daily, weekly basis, and when you add in trying to reach those important material goals or new goals that you decide you want to try and achieve, it just adds to it, and everything swimming around your head just ends up making you procrastinate, getting overwhelmed, not focusing on what you should focus on. Whereas if you can stick it down in front of you, then you can see everything you need to do, and then you can decide what is a priority, what is it you really need to do that'll move that needle forward. Secondly, there'll be tasks there you can go, why am I doing these just now? I could do them next week, I could do them next month. They're not actually a priority, so you can park them. Then if you're lucky enough, there might be tasks which you can delegate. So there might be somebody out there who has more time or is better suited to do it, and you can kindly ask them to take on that task and remove it from your to-do list. And you can look at the list and decide on the things that, why are you actually doing them? They're not benefiting you, they're not moving you forward to where you want to go. You're doing them because maybe you think they're important, but when you see them down in front of you, actually they're not benefiting you, and you don't actually see why you're doing them. What is the purpose? Time to let them go, stick a line through them, and forget about them. If you could do this, it just frees up so much more time in your life to focus on the more important things, the priorities, then you can move, delegate, or park some of the stuff that you're doing just now. We only get a certain amount of time in the day, and it's very important that we use it wisely. So that's tip number one. And now, I'm just going to quickly show you where I am again. Got further up, you can see, if you look right down there, you can see the loch. There's a wee bunker across there, which I might look at. And then this big stone wall, which must be a hidden secret garden. So I might go and try and see what that is. Right, I'm going to leave you there now. And tip number two is going to come from a different city in a different country. See you soon. And we have arrived. The mindful rambler in a different country, in a hotel, with an ice machine. Very nice hotel. Lifts. Anyway, I'll take you outside to show you where I am. And as I say, every story, so they don't, they say, every journey has a story. Let's go! And here we are. Quickly show you where I am, if you can guess. Absolutely beautiful day. In the wonderful city of Amsterdam. As I talked about the canals, there's another lovely view for you. This is about 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's quite quiet compared to the chaos that will happen later on. I thought it was going to be quite quiet because it's during the week. There's the Opera House, but it's not been that quiet because it was King's Day, big celebration across here in Holland, so there's been the kind of aftermath of that, you know? So it's still been quite busy. I think people are still off, but I'm very lucky with the weather. It's beautiful, so I will be showing you around where I am today, what adventures I get up to, and as I say, every journey has a story, so let's go. And of course I do have some tips as well I'm going to be sharing along the way. The one I'm going to start with right now, and it's all to do, this time it's to do with empowering yourself to be productive. And the first one I actually used today myself this morning, and it was all to do with I was lying in my room not having energy to actually get going, show you the police behind me. There seems to be police everywhere for some reason. But yeah, I didn't have the energy to get going. Just overthinking. So I decided to use that Mel Robbins technique. And I just counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. And this is more one you use in the kind of during the day, you know, instead of hitting snooze button. And you know, when your mind starts telling you or giving you excuses not to do things, not to go to the gym, not to start cooking your dinner, not to start working on that material goal and taking that first step. Sometimes all you need is just that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. And before you let those thoughts come into your head and find an excuse not to, or find any reason just not to bother starting, or go and do something else instead, or think something else is more important. Using this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, go, is so simple. It just eradicates that chance of letting those thoughts stop you. So that's a wee first one for today as I walk around. It's very quiet and peaceful here just now, but it is going to change outside the opera building just now. Lots of canals, canal boats, bikes. Anyway, we'll see what else today has to offer, and I'm sure I'll have some more fantastic tips. I'm here for a few days, so I'll probably do this blog over a few days, because I've been here many times, and even yesterday when we first arrived, you've seen from the earlier footage my flight, and I got here safely. But I've only been here for a few hours, and some of the characters you meet in this city is incredible, so I'll try and get some footage of that so you can see all that. So go off, try using 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 go in your daily life, see how it can benefit you and get you doing stuff. And I'm going to go off and enjoy some of the delights Amsterdam has to offer. See you all very soon. Onwards and upwards. Good morning from the beautiful city of Amsterdam, which I've got to watch where I walk in case I get run over. Just a quick morning footage. Again, the weather's fantastic, boats all out. We'll see what today has to offer. I'm going to try and get some more touristy, interesting stuff today. Get some clips, and we're moving away from the mindfulness stuff. Just show you a bit around the city today and see what interesting stuff comes my way. So let's go. My lost coffee. Let's take it off. Beautiful canal scene up. One of the many canals in Amsterdam. So it looks like you hear me well, a bit of wind. And I just wanted to share the first quick tip for today. It's more of a statement, but the human, or the adult is a better one, the adult to-do list will never end. So in your life you want to be more productive and help you reach your material goals. It's incredibly important that you first of all accept that. Something that used to frustrate me a lot. When I was trying to get everything done, I always wanted to have a to-do list that I could see the end. I could see how I was going to be able to complete it, and it's just not the case. So, first of all, you need to accept that your to-do list as an adult will never end, and what you need to do is become very strong and strict yourself and prioritise what does need done. Be really strict, look at that, everything you need to get done, prioritise what are those material things that really need to get done. Stop being busy for busy's sake. And the other one is to learn the art of saying no. Something as adults we sometimes do struggle to do, and I understand we do have responsibilities that we can say no to some people, but there will be people and tasks out there that you can say no to. So if you can learn to do those two things, prioritising your material must-do tasks that are going to help you to teach, help you reach your goals in life, that's the first one. And the second one is learning the art of saying no. There will be things out there that you can say no to, there'll be people out there you can say no to, and doing both of these will free up some time to help you live a more productive life. Right, I'm going to go off, as I said, I'm going to enjoy a bit of the sun in Amsterdam, and as I said before, today I'm going to try and find some interesting and fun things that are happening in the city, so I'll be videoing them whenever I see them. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty as we go around today. This is where I am now. That's going towards the south, and that's going back up towards the north. As you can see, I've struck out big time with the weather again. So, every journey has a story. Let's go and do this. So I've got up to the gate, or the door. Well, there's another gate up there as well, and it's locked and completely covered, so you can't see into it. You can kind of see down the side. It doesn't look like there's much in there, but it's a bit strange where they've felt it necessary to block off looking in. I wonder what's in there. See, they shouldn't do that to me, because I get nosy And I just want to know what's on the other side of this wall. I am not going to climb it, I'm not that stupid. What I'll do is I'm going to take a walk down to the bottom and just see if there's any way to see in and see what it is. Could be some spectacular garden, or could be some dodgy garden. You just never know. It's amazing what you can find on your doorstep when you actually get out, go for a walk, enjoy the countryside. It doesn't have to be the countryside, you know, you can go for a mindful ramble around the city as well. When you get out and about to new places you've never been, and the things that you can see. Just gotta be very careful when you walk. Especially me and my knee. Be very careful when I'm vlogging and walking on a very uneven path at the same time. Although it could make some comedy gold, couldn't it? We'll see. Right, I'm just going to have a little look at this gate as well and see what's there. By the way, I hope you enjoyed that time travel, or that amazing switch from Bonnie, Scotland across to Bonnie, Amsterdam, one of my favourite cities in the world. Yeah, again, this one's blocked off as well, although you can see it a little bit better. I'm wearing shorts as well. There's nettles everywhere. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a very walled garden. There's not a huge amount happening inside. I think in the past it's probably been a private, well looked after garden, but I think it's probably been left now. This is a very big estate I'm on just now, it's huge. I've cycled around it before as well. Yeah, it's completely blocked off. Right, I'll leave it there now, and I'll be back soon once I go down and have a look at this bunker, if I can get down to it. Right, I'm down at the bunker. That's the wall just there. Won't walk down through the long grass. Managed to get stung a few times. Again, this is all blocked off as well, but I've had a little look inside. It's not very easy to see, especially with this because it's dark. I'll show you the best I can. It actually goes really deep. Hello? Hello? You can even hear the echo. I'm not going to go in just now. I don't know how safe it is. I might come back and investigate it one day, because this has often been opened up for some reason so people can get in and out, because the rest of them are all blocked off. And it looks like it goes really deep. I'm sure it has a reason. One day I'll come back and investigate what that is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the 2 tips from across in Amsterdam and seeing a bit of life there, street scenes and canal scenes, and a bit of there was a bit of police action as well, where there was a whole road was blocked off, police everywhere, and all putting on their, it looked like whatever you call them, bomb prevention suits and things like that. Just got stung again. So I'm just going to finish now with the final tip for today's mindful ramble, and this is a really important one, and one which ended up being a bit of a game changer for me, and it's all to do with working out when in your day you are the most productive. Now for me, it's the morning. I worked out in the morning, so that's why now I get up early to try and get out of my bed in between 6 and 7 o'clock. and I try and get all my important material tasks done by then. So that's what the first action to do is, to take out a bit of time and just be really mindful when you're doing stuff during the day, and work out when you're at your most productive, when you can complete a difficult task without getting frustrated or getting overwhelmed by it. When you're in your flow state, when you can seem to be able to do stuff without letting anything distract you. I know as the day goes on, I can easily get distracted by social media or my mind telling me I've got other things to do, and I lose focus. And I know in the morning I'm so much more focused and so much more creative, and also when it comes to things like problems, you know, I can find solutions so much easier in the morning compared to the afternoon, where maybe I'll struggle a bit more then. So then I can then plan my day out, and all my important must-do creative content writing tasks are all done in the morning till about, I would say it's about 12, 1 o'clock, and then I know after that I can leave the tasks that are easier to do, you know, the things you can do subconsciously without even really thinking about it. I can leave the afternoon or the evening for that kind of thing. Now I know it's not always going to work out that way, you know, you might get a job interview, for example, or you've got to speak to a client and they want to have the meeting at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. That's fine, you know, that's just the way it is, you know, you have to accept that. But using the 80-20 rule, 80% of the time you'll probably find you can fit in all your important must-do tasks and actions at the time that best suits you. Now it might not be morning, it could be afternoon, it could be evening, we're all different. It's just working out, doing a bit of data grabbing and finding out when you are your best, your most productive, and then you can start every day. Once you've written down all your tasks, as we were talking about earlier, you can then decide, right, that's a priority, I need to get that done. That's going to be a challenging task. Get them all done at that time that you work at your best. So that is the final tip. I hope you found that beneficial, and if you have enjoyed this mindful ramble today, this vlog, where it's kind of been, best way to describe it, a bit all over the shop, jumping from Scotland to Holland and then back again, please like, please subscribe. I would be incredibly grateful, and thank you again for joining me and watching this video. I'll be back again very soon to finish with a quick roundup, and I might just show you as I walk back towards where I parked my car, the beautiful loch I walk up the side of, and I'll do a quick roundup then. Right, onwards and upwards. See you soon. Quack, quack, quack. Hello. Hello. Oh, geese. Would you do us a favour and sell us your... What do I watch too much of? It's being a bit of a duck orientated vlog for some reason. Oh, a couple of geese up in front of me. Just quickly show you before I talked about before. That's where I am just now. Incredibly beautiful. Oh, swans out there as well. Now, this could be interesting. I'll have a go around this way. Hello. You look like you wanted to eat me. Passed. Right, we'll just finish with a quick roundup of today's vlog. So, flipping between countries, I have been talking about my 4 tips. So I was getting chased there for a minute. 4 tips to help your productivity in life. You know, if you're trying to reach material goals in life and you become stuck, these can be really helpful. The first one was a daily one that I like to use, and it's one when I was reading Mel Robbins' book, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. It's a great technique just to get you going in the morning, or just to get you motivated to get on with things. By using that, and then before any thoughts kick in on the one, you get up and you just go and you just get on with it. Because unfortunately, with our powerful minds, it's very easy to allow the thoughts to take over and say, oh, I'll just hit the snooze button for another 5 minutes, or I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll do it in an hour, or I'll go and do something else first. So give it a try, really helpful. Number 2 is just to be very mindful and to accept, and that's the important part, is to accept that the adult to-do list will never end. Okay, you're never going to complete it, it's going to be there, so accept it. The local boat house where people use, I think, to rent out and enjoy some peace and quiet, and there's a wee balcony out there, you can sit and have a drink and look over the loch in the evenings. Very nice. Number 3 is to get everything out of your head and written down in front of you. It's just so much easier to prioritise what needs done, what needs parked, what actions or tasks you're doing which aren't benefiting you. When you see them clearly in front of you, it's so much easier to decide what to do and when to do it. So instead of letting all those tasks and actions swim around in your head, which only make you become overwhelmed or procrastinate, get them down in front of you, and you'll find you'll get a lot more stuff done when you actually see them clearly down in front of you. And it also gives you an excuse to go to the stationery shop, like me, buy a new notepad and pen. And the last one of my favourite, is just to work out which part of the day you are most productive, and then once you've done that, you can schedule in when you are most productive, when you are less likely to get distracted, when you're in your flow state. You can get all your material, most important tasks in at that point. And again, doing that, it'll allow you to get things done. The problem when you leave things, important things, those must-do tasks, or those tasks that are going to help you to live a happier, more fulfilled life, if you're doing them at a time of day when you're tired, less focused, it's really hard to get them completed. And I end up getting really frustrated with myself or angry. Whereas if I'm doing them at a time where I know I'm focused and more energised, that just doesn't happen. So that's the 4. So I hope you found those beneficial and you've enjoyed this little random vlog, I suppose you'd call it, a bit ad hoc, being all over the shop. So there's something happening up here. I've just stopped. It's like a wee hideout or something for watching birds. I thought there was somebody up there, but I think it's just an animal. So I'm going to leave you there now. Please subscribe if you found this beneficial. Very, very grateful to you if you would. And of course, please like, comment and share with anybody that you might find who might find this beneficial. I'm going to leave you there now. Taking another little mindful ramble home. And I will see you in the next video. Onwards and upwards.